Good evening, I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. For anyone that is inquiring, I do not do personals or any counseling at this particular time. However, in the future, I may do it down the line. Maybe in the near future, we'll see how things play out. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into this reading here, okay? Whoever this resonates with, I hope that it answers your questions for you. Someone is in a state of anxiety, okay? With the Nine of Swords here. Someone is in a state of, if this is you, you are in a state of anxiety right now because you feel like there is no solution to whatever your problems are, whatever's going on with you. But in actuality, the problems that you have attracted into your life are your lessons, okay? So what they're telling me is, whoever you are, you might be possibly, and take it as it resonates, you could be from Central or West Africa, okay? And it looks like your problems stem from an ego issue that you might be having. You might have allowed, with the Nine of Cups here, and being stuck in one way of thinking for too long and one way of doing things, it might have led you to taking some low vibrational actions that now have you under judgment with the Justice card here, okay? That's what they're telling me, okay? So to talk about you a little bit, you are someone that is loving. At this particular time, energetically, they're telling me that you have good intentions, you're affectionate, okay? And that you are an earth angel. However, everyone has dark and light, okay? Everyone has a dark side and a light side to them. Every human being, you know, in cartoons, they'll show the devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. What that is representing is the two polarities that every human being possesses. And it is your duty in all of your incarnations and lifetimes for you to go through lessons in which you go through trials and tribulations by whatever aspects of your personality and character need to be ironed out. You're going to be drawn towards situations and people that are your polar opposite. And it'll give you an opportunity to pass that lesson. And if you don't pass that lesson and the choices that you make are of a low vibration, then you will repeat the lesson and you will incur karma. So what they're telling me is, what your issue is, you're emotionally codependent and unhealed. And you're also shallow and surface level, okay? So that means that your consciousness is still rooted in your lower energy centers or chakras, which are beneath your heart. So that means you have not gone through a heart chakra activation as of yet. So the way you see the world and the way that you see things is very shallow minded. You know, you're just drawn to things that are surface level. You know, you're attracted to things that are surface level, that have empty meaning. You don't have the true spiritual side of things. Your spiritual eyes are not open yet. You have not gone inside to do your inner work to heal what is emotionally codependent about you. A lot of times when a person is emotionally codependent on people, it's because everyone is conditioned between the age of birth and age 11 or 12 by their community, by their parents, by the people that raise them, and the people they spend the most time around. And it is mirrored to them and communicated to them either verbally or through actions what is important in life and how you should live your life and how things are supposed to look to the community and to people. If you're emotionally codependent, that has something to do with your self-worth, okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to explore why you could be having some self-esteem issues or self-worth issues wherein you don't feel validated enough to think as an individual, analyze things on your own, and be able to act and think independently without having so much regard with the opinions of others. Sometimes in our childhood, when we're surrounded by people that are very judgmental based on materialistic things, ideas are imposed upon us of how things need to look so that we can be accepted and we can be given approval. So it could have something to do with people giving you approval as a child. Unless you performed a certain way, or unless you did things or thought a certain way that might be a part of your family and your culture, you didn't get the approval that you wanted and needed from people. So you, as a child, may have had to do things and behave a certain way and not question the people that were teaching you in order for them to give you acknowledgement and a certain type of love, okay? But whatever your case may be, is you're emotionally codependent and unhealed. You're still relying on the opinions of others in order to feel good about yourself and have self-esteem, which causes you sometimes to be what we call a people pleaser, okay? So whoever you are, you're a people pleaser. You feel like you're not living your own life. You're not living life to the fullest because you're worried about what people's opinions are. You're not living your own life. You're living for other people and what you think they'll say, what you think your community will say about you, okay? And this is causing a huge imbalance in you because you also have an ego that needs to be worked on. And it has you kind of stuck in the mud. You feel like you're at a standstill in your life and you're very dissatisfied with your results because you feel imbalanced, because you want to live for yourself, but you're being emotionally blackmailed by being held hostage to the opinion of others and wanting to make everyone else happy and approve of you. But I guarantee you, the same people that you have been trying to please, they're going to take steps to do whatever they choose to do to make sure that they are happy in their lives. They don't care if you're uncomfortable or not. They're going to make you bend to their will to make sure that their lives are comfortable. These people are selfish, and you have to learn how to become selfish too. And that starts by healing yourself. That starts by maybe isolating yourself a little bit and start going through a healing process wherein you just go back and study your relationships and how people made you feel growing up. And then you have to start to form a new foundation for yourself in identifying who you are. You have to really figure out and get in touch with who you are, what you like, what truly makes you happy. Not materialistic, because they're saying you're shallow and surface level, but I don't think you're really that way, because when I pulled cards on you, it's saying that the waters run really deep for you. So I feel like you could be a water sign, okay? And the waters run very deep for you, which means on the surface level, you might go after materialistic things that make other people more approve of you more, but that might really not be what makes you happy. But you have some type of cognitive dissonance with your thinking in trying to convince yourself that yes, these things make me happy because I get the approval of others when I admire these things and go after them in life, and I produce results and show people I have these things too. But the waters run deep with you. I believe there's something else that really makes you happy in life, and other things that you want to explore, but I think that you're afraid to do that because you're emotionally codependent to go after your own happiness, okay? Now, your obstacle here is telling me that you could possibly be caught up in some type of legal situation, possibly, that you could be looking into, that may have something to do with possibly a younger person, maybe even an underage teen, that either you want to speak some type of truth about, or you might feel blackmailed, or you feel like a truth might come out about something that may have transpired with regard to an underage teen. You might be under judgment right now, and all of us get karma for everything that we do. Action, reaction. What goes up must come down, okay? For every action, there is an equal reaction. They're showing me, they pulled out, when I clarified the justice card for karma, the high priestess reverse came out, which lets me know that you are a spiritually inclined person, and there is a possibility that if you are spiritually inclined in a lower vibrational state, because we all have moments in our life, because it is saying you are an earth angel, you're loving and affectionate. That's why it might say that the waters run deep with you. I don't know if you might have gone through some type of abuse or something in your childhood or upbringing, and abuse can be physical or emotional, okay? And it could be, abuse can also be narcissistic. So I would also encourage you to start looking into, narcissism, different types of narcissism, because you might read about some patterns that you might recognize from your childhood that might give you a clue as to what has you in the mind frame and way of functioning and thinking that you're in now at this time. What gives you your energy, where you draw your energy from. Is it narcissistic energy that you draw in, praise from others? Or are you truly internally happy with yourself, inner joy? Does your energy come within? There's an old song in church that we used to sing. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world cannot take it away. That joy that you have, does it come from narc supply, or does it come from an inner joy and an inner knowing and an inner peace, because you are very strong and firm within and confident with who you are, and not afraid to show who you are to other people and stand and walk and live in your truth? Are you able to do that, or do you hide yourself from others? Do you wear a mask because, once again, you're a crowd pleaser? Okay? They're showing me that you're also confident and secure, but you're haughty. Okay? So you might have a bit of an ego problem, or maybe just an ego imbalance. But in a state of maliciousness and being cold, because, you have your dark side and your light side. Sometimes you do right, sometimes you do wrong. That's every human on the planet. We're all trying to balance that out, every last one of us. And that's why we're here for lessons, okay? You might have possibly done some spell work. I believe you are spiritually inclined, whoever you are, and you may have done some spell work in the past or on somebody. And that is what's coming back to kind of bite you in the ass here. You're going to go through some karma for that. But when you go through karma for low vibrational actions in trying to control someone else's free will, when you're trying to change your life around and go through a transformation, even when you're going through a hard time, it would help you and benefit you to keep an attitude of gratitude while you're going through karma. And this is why. Because the divine is giving you an opportunity to repay a debt, okay? To repay a debt for anyone that you have wronged, anyone's life or any situation that you, through your low vibrational actions, may have caused an imbalance in. So what karma is bringing things back into balance. And the opportunity to bring something back into balance is actually a blessing, because that's going to allow you to evolve and raise your consciousness to a higher state of living. And as you do that, you're going to, as you come into balance, you'll be able to manifest more abundance and happiness and inner joy for yourself, and be more confident and secure, and be able to live your truth without worrying about the opinions of others. You're going to heal, and every day will be like sunshine for you. You're gonna walk in authority and power, and people are going to start admiring you and giving you a different type of admiration and energy and love, other than narc supply. Okay, whatever the situation here is, they showed me when I was clarifying with the cards, whoever possibly this underage teen, they could be of Jamaican descent possibly, but take the message as it resonates. Maybe they're from Central Africa or Central or West Africa, and maybe you are of Jamaican descent. Okay, you might feel like you're being attacked right now. You may feel like someone is trying to kill you. You may feel like you're targeted right now and things are not going in your favor. You might feel like a lot of things are happening. But remember, when we're born into this life, okay, like the Bible says, you're born into this life with some trouble. The trouble that the Bible is talking about is karma from your past life. So that means if you committed an injustice to somebody that caused an imbalance right before you passed away in this life, you would transition and reincarnate into a family that will condition you and put you into a situation that might seem unfortunate, like bad luck, but actually that is karma you're repaying for wherever you left off at the time that you transitioned, because you have to pay back that karma and balance the scales back. Okay, now that's the trouble that you're born into the world with. And then while you're paying back that karma, any other actions that you take in a low vibration, you're creating more karma for yourself. Okay, and that could happen in your youth, like your late teens to your 20s, you're maybe age 14 on up. So if you feel like right now the world is out to get you, you feel like someone's trying to kill you, if you did spell work on somebody, it could be your own energy you're feeling coming back to bite you in the ass. Okay, so you're going through, they're telling me you are going through some karma right now, but go through your karma with your head up, with gratitude, and be grateful for that opportunity, because it is a blessing. You're still living, you're still breathing, you're still alive, and it's a blessing to be able to have an opportunity to rebalance the scales for whoever you caused an imbalance for, whether it was physical or you caused an emotional imbalance for somebody by not being emotionally responsible. Okay, because we have to be emotionally responsible, and that's part of growing and maturing. Okay, so they're telling me you might have done some things. You're a little bit shallow and surface level right now. You need to raise your consciousness so that your spiritual eyes will open and you'll understand there is a deeper meaning to life, and there's more to life than just materialistic things. There's more to life than just being superficial in the way that we go after our love interest, in how we pursue love connections with people. One of the things, including your ego, that could have landed you in the place you're in right now, you may be a little bit too superficial, but that's because you might operate out of a root chakra space. That means that you might only pursue love interests that you are physically attracted to only based on how they look and what you're sexually attracted to. and you're not paying attention to a person's inner self. You're not trying to have mental and emotional connections with people. And that comes when you have a heart chakra activation. When your heart chakra is activated, that means you've done the spiritual work, the inner work, to address whatever your insecurities are within you. If you're insecure about some personal things within you, whatever those things are, they're private. You keep that to yourself while you do your work. And you go after certain people because of that insecurity. When you heal whatever that insecurity is, if you're worried that you will be rejected by the opposite sex or same sex, however it applies, because of whatever it is you are insecure about, you have to heal that insecurity, okay? And learn to love yourself exactly as you are. You need to love your personality and be proud of who you are. You need to love the way you look. You need to love everything that God gave you on your body and how it looks and how it came. God did not make any mistakes. He made you exactly as you are. Everything the size that He made it on you on, exactly how you look, in order to attract the lessons to you that you signed up for in this lifetime. You look exactly the way you're supposed to look, because your look is supposed to attract your lessons to you, okay? Now, once you heal that insecurity, you will be able to attract real love, okay? Not just people that you're attracted to, but also that you have a real emotional and mental connection with, because your spiritual eyes will be opened and you'll be able to see a little bit deeper into a person other than their outside appearance, okay? All right, so with that, I'm going to see if there are any other messages for you. So they're telling me that perhaps whatever you did, either you or this other person might have been jealous of someone. You might be a very jealous person, and that could have something to do with your insecurities. Or whoever this person that you have a legal issue in the court system with is, they might be a very jealous person, okay? Only you know the answer to that. And you might have been trying to energy harvest from this person. Now, whether you know that you're energy harvesting or not, if you are trying to manipulate people with sex or with money, you know, in order to get a certain type of narc energy, that's narcissism, it's fake love, okay? People that don't have real love, genuine love, or feel like they're undeserving of genuine love due to their insecurities, a lot of times they'll manipulate sex or money in order to get what we call narc supply, or they'll manipulate people's emotions through love bombing them. And that narc supply is like a form of energy that you get from someone. So if you're a person that is emotionally manipulative and you play games with people's heads, or you try to make someone feel insecure because you're insecure, so you try to make someone that you date or have a child by or are in a relationship with, if you project your insecurities onto them to make them feel insecure, that is a form of energy harvesting. Because what you're doing is trying to create fear in that person. The two umbrella emotions are love and fear, and everything else is connected to these umbrellas, okay? So if you're energy harvesting off of someone, meaning you're taking energy from this person by keeping them off balance, by poking at their insecurities, or trying to make them feel insecure in something you're saying or doing, that's a form of energy harvesting. Because when they react in fear, whether it's jealousy because you're making them feel insecure, or if they are having a negative reaction in feeling insecure and verbalizing that to you, and in a worrisome state, you're eating off of their energy. You know, you feel like that energy you're getting from them is making you feel strong and powerful, because this person feels insecure about me. But really, you're the one that's insecure. and because you're in a state of fear, and you're afraid that that person really doesn't love you for you, and you're afraid that if you don't keep that person insecure and emotionally codependent to you, either financially, they need you for money, or have them thinking that they can't do any better than you, by beating down on them, and playing mind games to make them feel like they're not good enough. That is energy harvesting, and it has something to do with you being afraid of losing that person, so you want to devalue them, so that they won't leave you, or you don't want them to have access to money or be independent, because you're afraid that if that person's financially independent and they're not with you because they love you, they're going to leave you. So you're attracted to, you're emotionally codependent, so you also want to be in a relationship with someone else that's emotionally codependent. See, two unhealed people will be in a relationship together that are both emotionally codependent, because they're both operating out of fear, and they feel like if as long as I have this person in some type of a mental imprisonment, they won't leave me. And that's something that has to be healed in both of you, or whoever the person is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you, okay? And see if there are any other messages. Okay, what are the messages? Right now, they're showing me right now with this Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is somebody that's out in the code, and that's the King of Cups. So this person could have walked away from you, or you could have walked away from this person. Either way, you could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I feel like you're some type of a water sign, possibly, because the waters run really deep, with water signs. One of you walked away, and whoever the person that walked away is someone that is emotionally intelligent and is in an energy of loving right now, okay? That's what your energy is right now, if this is you. Or this could be the other person. The other person could be, ignore the gender here. A King of Cups is a man or a woman that's emotionally intelligent. They know how to give and receive love properly, okay? And whoever that person is, they're separated from you, or you are separated from them right now, okay? This might be a mother, okay? This could be the mother of your child. This could be someone that's actually pregnant, okay? Sometimes when the Empress card shows herself, it has something to do with the pregnant woman, okay? So she could be pregnant, or that's Libra energy. This could be a Libra, or it just could be a woman, perhaps, that you were in a relationship with. Okay. Are there any more messages for this person's spirit? Okay, we got the Ten of Pentacles reversed here. So it looks like if two of you were together in some type of relationship where you all were trying to build something together, financially, it looks like right now you could either be going through a separation, but there's something going on here, okay, that has to do with some type of court you could be going through. Okay, any more messages, Spirit? Oh, wait. Okay, so someone is very heartbroken. Oh, man. Someone is really heartbroken about this separation, okay? All right, so I have the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords here. So I feel like whoever this is, you or the other person, take it as it resonates, you are all bound up and knotted up in your head, okay? Or you could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or the other person can be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. These are all swords. Sword signs, they have to do with the mental. They have to do with the mind and thinking. Someone that thinks and reflects a whole lot. I feel like you are losing a lot of sleep right now, and you're heartbroken, and you can't get out of your mind. This is racing. I feel like this is racing in your head like a merry-go-round over and over and over again. You keep thinking of the same thing, almost like a parasitic spirit in your mind. When we're dwelling on a thought and we can't release it and we cannot let it go, and it just keeps going around in our head over and over again, and I feel like you can't get to sleep at night because it just keeps popping up in your head over and over and over again. And with all these swords right here, the 4 swords means that you're reflecting, you're thinking about this even when you're trying to get some rest. You can't sleep. What you need to do is meditate, okay? You need to take some time every day, light you a candle, and do some breathing. Try to cut back on the sugar, because the sugar, it makes your mind overactive. You need to do some breathing and just meditate. If you don't know how, maybe it's really not difficult. You have to sit there, okay? Because I feel like you have a mind parasite. That's when an entity attachment attaches to your mind, and you start obsessing over the same thought over and over and over again, almost to the point where you can't even think of anything else. You could be driving in your car and damn near crash because that thought is literally playing at a high speed, or the exact same thought over and over and over again in your head. You need to meditate, because that thought needs to be processed out. Sometime the reason we're in this hangman energy right here, meaning the thought just keeps going around in our head over and over again, and it won't go away, and it's just stuck in that one position and not moving, is because we are not taking accountability. Okay, that's why the thought, that's why whatever's going on is just sticking in your head like it is, and you can't sleep, because it's not moving, it's not processing. It's in a hangman energy, because the part that's missing is accountability. You have to have a heart chakra activation in which you allow yourself to be vulnerable and open up and be honest with yourself about what actions that you have taken and why you took those actions, and be ready to deal with whatever the consequences are for your actions. If it requires you to go to that person on a bended knee and apologize, and hey, I have a lot of unhealed, unresolved things going on with me right now, and I'm at a point in my life where I feel stuck and I need to work through some things. I might have taken them out on you. I'm wrong for what I did, and I would like to offer you an apology. You don't have to accept it, but at least hear me out. You know, you have to have a heart chakra activation, in which by having a heart chakra activation, it allows you to have enough love for your fellow man to be able to let down your guard and that ego that you have. You have to release that ego long enough, because the ego can block your logic, okay? And logic, by being able to access the logic part of your brain, it will allow you to take accountability for your actions and your thoughts, and what you were thinking at the time that you did the thing that you did. And then at least it will release that entity attachment of that mind parasite that's not allowing you to get any rest and sleep. Accepting accountability is what's going to break this up and get things moving for you. Even if it leads you into a place where you're paying child support, or you might get some bad karma, you might have some legal issues, whatever they are, you're going to have to go ahead and face them. But before you get to court, I would go to this person and ask for their forgiveness, and also take accountability for whatever it is that you have done, because you just never know. Right then and there might loosen up some of that karma, and whatever was coming toward you, or whatever lays ahead for you as far as action reaction, it might be less than it was initially supposed to be, because you're taking a step in the right direction. And you have to trust your angels and your guides that want you to get on the higher path, are going to bless you for taking a step in the right direction. And it all starts with one higher vibrational thought, which will lead to one higher vibrational action, which is accountability. Okay? Are there any more Okay, maybe that is it. This one too. Oh, good Lord. I don't know if they want me to have all those cards right there. Let's see what we have here. You might feel defeated. You may feel defeated and bound right now. There's Aquarius energy right here, okay? But in taking the actions of accountability and taking a step in the right direction, now I don't know if this means that you may get incarcerated. You know, I don't know. You might have some jail time coming up. I don't know. You know, you know the answer to that. But you might end up in some type of a bind or whatever the case may be and feel defeated. But ultimately, it's still going to lead you in the right direction and put you into alignment for where you need to be. This boundaries, I feel like it might put you into a place of healing where where once you heal whatever is going on with you, you might be able to better access your logic mind. Yeah. Yes. You might have been operating out of an emotional space for too long, okay? Or the other person possibly. And you need to work out more of the logic side of your mind. Work out of the logic side of your mind. And it will allow you to see situations more clearly. And you might have to put some boundaries in place in the future, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. You didn't have good boundaries in the past and might have not made the best decisions possibly because of your ego and because of your insecurities. But whatever's coming to you now, if you go through whatever you have to go through, I believe it's going to put you in alignment and on your right path to healing. And I believe healing for you is going to be where is it? Yeah, because it's saying you're imbalanced right now, and right now you're imbalanced, and it's Pisces energy here, the Hangman, okay? It's a lot of water here, which is why I still think you have water, a lot of water in your chart. You're imbalanced, or you've had an imbalance in the past because you might have been making a lot of decisions based off of your emotions, and now by going through your karma and facing the music, you know, and dealing with whatever it is that you have to deal with, you're gonna go through it either way. So you might as well go through it, you know, standing straight with your chin up. You know, go ahead, take your accountability and do it with gratitude. Whatever you have to go through and face, you do it with gratitude, because the universe ultimately is going to put you on a higher path. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take some time, but it's going to put you on your destined path and put you on a transformation to where you're no longer emotionally imbalanced, but now you're using the logic side of your brain, the Queen of Swords here. You're going to operate more, you're going to be more balanced and balance out the logic side with your emotional side. And in doing that, it's going to lead you to better opportunities in the future in love and finance, okay? Any more messages? Give me a final message. Okay. Okay, so I have the Two of Swords here. I have the Five of Wands reversed, the Knight of Pentacles, and then I have the Seven of Wands, okay? So which path will you choose? You know, which path will you choose? You have the dark side and the light side. You have to make the decision. You have to make the decision which path you're going to choose at this point in your life. I believe you are at a crossroads in your life where you have to decide what path you're going to go down. If you go down the wrong path and make the wrong decisions, and you don't go through the transformation that God is presenting for you right now, it could lead to bad health. It could lead to a loss of everything permanently. Now, you could lose some things temporarily, and that might be a part of your karma, but you will regain them. But if you choose the wrong path and you stay in the wrong mind frame, thinking with the wrong type of ideology, and you don't do your work, your inner work to heal yourself, all dis-ease in the body and disorders and illness and sickness start in the mental plane, okay? And depending on whatever your issue is, whatever way that you're thinking in a low vibration, if you don't make this transformation at this point in your life, it will manifest a disease in the mental plane, and then it will start forming a stream, okay, right into your energy body. It's going to form a stream which will turn into a very strong current, and it's going to pour right into one of your major energy centers in your body, one of your chakras, your crown chakra, okay, your third eye chakra. It'll mess with your intuition to make decisions in the future, your foresight, your throat chakra, okay, throat problems, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, the ability to manifest abundance for yourself in the future. It'll be in balance. Your sacral chakra, your root chakra, whichever part of your body that chakra is aligned with, you'll have some type of illness or sickness in the future in that, and you'll have problems with your money. So it's best right now to choose the right path, okay? Whatever you have to do to end this conflict, and I told you there are two things that you have to do to end this conflict. You have to have a heart chakra activation in which you allow yourself to let down your guard and release your ego. You're going to have to work on releasing your ego so that you can take accountability for your actions, your insecurities, and whatever else is going on in your life which caused you to take whatever actions you took toward this person. Even if they did wrong too, you know, that's up to them to take responsibility for their actions. You have to be practical in your thinking. Be realistic here. Knight of Pentacles. And let down your guard. You need to be practical, let down your guard, and make the right decision, because you need to be able to see past your nose. Don't think of another way to try to wiggle your way out of whatever you have coming towards you with the justice system or with dealing with whoever this individual is. Don't think that this is something that you can find a way to use deception to get out of, or magic or spell work. That's not what you need to do here, okay? What you need to do is deal with the problem head on. Be practical and realistic in your thinking. You have to think past your nose about, once you go through your karma, you want to end up on top of the wheel, okay, of fortune. You want things to get better for you down the line, not worse. And you don't want to regret the actions that you take right now. So work on being practical and realistic in your thinking, okay? And let your guards down, okay? That's the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? So whoever this reading resonates with, I hope it answered your question and gave you some insight to put you on your highest path, okay? I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.